So it's 8:30 California time, and I'm still working. So again, you get to see the raw and cut what it takes to be superintendent. What I'm doing right now is creating some sign-in sheets, and then I'm gonna look over some plans. Figure out a way to show the screen so you can see. So I can showing you, what you look at on drawings, architectural drawings for construction. Um, it's always a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of stuff. A lot of people you have to deal with. A lot of different personalities that you have to deal with on a regular basis. Um, I don't know. But if you want to make good money and you know how to manage people, juggle different projects, scopes, should I say, this might be the job for you. Like I said in my other stream, did construction for Tesla across the country for about 3 years, about 2.5 years. Then I did Helzberg Diamonds, a couple of cannabis stores, Express store in the mall, and now I'm doing it for Didi's and Ross. So earlier we talked about like what I like to get when I start out my jobs, and then tomorrow I'm gonna walk you through. Right now we're demoing um, Rite Aid, old Rite Aid store. It's about 20,000 square feet, and they left everything. So we had to. So old, we had to have a asbestos abatement team come in, and so we couldn't even get in the building for like we couldn't get in the building for like a week. So we had to go through that. Finally, we got in the building, and everything's cool. We really officially started demo yesterday. So, but today they made some good ground. Took a minute for them to get the dumpsters on site. And in the state of California, it's a recycling that you have to have set up before you can begin demo, before you can get your building permit, actually. And you're not supposed to start building until you have that permit. So it was really crucial that we got our recycling and our demo permit in place. The ultimate goal is to get everything done safely, get all your inspections passed, and then get your CO, your certificate of occupancy. That certificate, let's call it CO. Yes, like sometimes it's not easy, a lot of people get mad at inspectors because they're like, oh, he's being hard. Their job, they're on your side. Their job is to keep people safe. You want an inspector to grill you on wiring for electricity, plumbing, or something falls on somebody's head, because the inspector did not do their job, and you don't want, lawsuits. So every time I see my inspector, I welcome him. I'm like, hey, what do you need me to do? What should I do? We'll talk about some of the hurdles that, in some ways you can, you just got to talk with them. Like, hey, if I get this done, can I send you pictures, or how can I get this project to keep moving? And that's your goal as a superintendent, is to keep your project moving. Through this stream, you're probably going to hear me say things over again. But trust me, it's important. I like what I do, and I think that if I can share my knowledge on how to be a good superintendent, or even just, because I don't know everything. There's just no way to know everything. And I tell my subs all the time, I say, you guys are the experts. I can't be successful without your expertise. I can't be successful without your expertise. But it's my job to know when you're messing up, or know when you're trying to cut corners. I'm gonna give you an example. One of the plumbers that they hired, um, he brought the pipe in, and the architectural drawing says it needs to be a 2.5 inch pipe, 2 inch in some areas. Well, he brought it in at 2 inch, but then he put a reducer and reduced the pipe down to 1 inch, and in some places 1.5 inch throughout the building. What that does is saves him money. That means he's saving money, cutting corners. But what it ended up doing was it allowed for the toilets to not flush all the way or strong. And I called it out the first time. I said, hey, something, it's not flushing right. Swoop it down, it was right. He did that through the whole project. I said, okay, look. He sent emails to everybody, it's working properly. I said, okay, I'm not a plumber. So I said, all right. I had another plumber come in to put in a gas line. I said, hey, do me a favor. Go up in the ceiling. I want you to check this wire out. I'm having problems with this flushing. Check it out for me. And sure enough, he confirmed that he put in a smaller pipe. It's caused a big deal. And I ended up not letting him come back on my site so that I can get to the finish line and get my CO. There was a few other things that he did wrong as well. He didn't put the hammer resters, and those are things that goes in the wall. So when you flush and you don't hear this loud banging noise. And that hammer rester is the right sizes have to go in there to make that happen. And he put the wrong size in. He tried to put a toilet in the handle on the wrong side, which is not ADA approved, and told me, hey, ain't nobody gonna notice. Bro, take that off and put it on right. It's a task to take it off and put it on. It's not just lifting the toilet and turn it over. You literally have to redo the piping. So he didn't want to do that. So anyway, there's some true horror stories that I've seen, many more that I have. But I'm going to have some agendas, things we could talk about, things I can show you. Hopefully next week I'll get another little camera and a microphone so you can hear me well, and walk you around so you can actually see, and not just hear me talking. You can actually see how I interact with my subs. Sometimes I'm going to get cussed out. Sometimes they're going to get cussed out. Sometimes it's stressful. Sometimes we have good days. I'm hoping that you'll see every bit of that. And if you have any questions, just give me a call. Hopefully I'll be finished here as soon as I can have a glass of wine and get some rest. We have to be my site starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. So sometimes I get up around 5:30, work out. Sometimes I just lay in bed, and I get downstairs around 6:30, and get to the job site at 7. We'll talk about how the per diem works. You know, how do some of the benefits work for being a superintendent. We'll talk about that too. Some people how they don't want to spend the per diem on hotels. They'll sleep in their car or camper or get an RV and go to an RV park. We'll talk about all of that. And there's not very many women that I've run into in this industry that do what I'm doing right now. I'm sure they're out there. I know they're out there. So for me, safety is important. Like what hotel I stay in, how I don't like to stay in the real cheap hotels, and I don't want to be trafficked. I can't say that word. Anyway, there's going to be a lot that hopefully I can share with you, whether people come in the chat or not. I'm going to share some knowledge, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll sit here for a little bit, do my report. Someone comes in, if people start coming in, then I'll start talking. All right, Chet? couple of these sign-in sheets. I like to do sign-in sheets because some areas are bad, some areas are good, but people can walk in on your site and you don't even know who they are and why they're there. This gives you an idea of how many subs that you have on it, because that also helps on your report. You have to say how many people are on your site, and this sheet I can just go down the list and use this when I need to. Um, as a superintendent, subcontractors are they're your adversary. I mean, this fucking computer keeps rebooting. They're gonna be there to help you, and if they do a good job, you're gonna look good and you're gonna shine. So once every 2 weeks, just depends. Sometimes it's 3 weeks. I'll buy lunch, and then I can just expense that. But I buy lunch for them, and I get to know them. I have a rapport with them because, happy. Just like a safe site is a clean site is a safe site. A great project is a happy sub. If they're happy, they're gonna do their very best to shine and make and you have to lead them. You have to lead them. If they feel like you're a good leader, they're gonna follow your lead. They're gonna respect you, follow your lead. Now, that doesn't happen all the time. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. It happens when they're I guess I'm gonna end for tonight. Uh, I hope. I know I'm not like running around talking about bees and a bunch of crazy acting a fool, acting like way younger than my age, and I hope that's not boring. Man, these guys went golfing at like 7 this morning, and they just now getting back.
How's it going? Good, thank you guys. You'll see it's available. Or not. But we don't see.
All right, chat.
Yeah.
Peace.